All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
On the double.
Check 45 to Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's put him on the bus.
Tyler, 64. Weak. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long.
Check. 4 down. 24 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 24 is the mic. Set it go.
Minshew sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Single slot. 15 miles.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That's complete to Smith. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit on.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Thomas. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
In your face.
On 2nd down, Minshew. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And two stop.
Shit.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
152 fighter.
Now Ito Smith. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, McKinnon here, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Set. 19.
59. Ready?
59. Down, go.
On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, and that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shift. Watch the shift.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Alert.
Hayward. Mike, check. 59. I got it. Switch.
59.
Switch it.
Down, go.
Again, it's Watson. And Wilson has it. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, alert.
Check 26. Undercross.
59.
Big Ed.
Down, go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
25.
Mike 5'9. Watch the pass. Check three.
24. Down, go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Open man here, Neil Sterling, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This is Thomas. And some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
53, Mike. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53. I'm coming for you. You mine. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Rip right.
Hey, 59.
Check 6 guys. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Thomas. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Ready.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Hey, Orbit.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that's complete. It's Sims. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
You can't block me.
Get the boys down. He's coming.
Go, go. Kill.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. And he works free. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Here's Minshew. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to stop.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he loses the football a second time. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it?
Chad.
So many times it's more a matter of...
What's up, bro? You on the game? Or you just got the game on idle?
The ball didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free.
All right, bet. If you get on, hit me up. We trying to play Warzone. We need one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the
It did me and my homeboy all right now.
sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Oh no, that's a turd.
Just hit me up.
Because you're exactly right.
Don't you?
All game long.
Hey, you want to just run the punter real quick? Allah, he said he'd be on in like 10 minutes. Keep watching this.
Yeah. Well, let me see if I can get a.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success.
If you get it there, we can run
What I
one.
like is that you gave me the word, and I just
Yeah,
kept
we
using it.
can invite everyone that's on Call of Duty. Well, they're not good. You just like it there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
See, man, this is the thing, man. Like, I don't mind 5v5, but what my heart really is right now is Warzone, man.
I like Warzone. I want to have a stadium.
Got it
For it.
well
I
across
want to keep practicing. I don't like playing with nobody.
I'll tell you, bro, that squad with me, you said, and Trey, or me, you, Raider, and Trey, I tell you, bro, like, we'll go crazy on people.
Throwing on first down is
But it's a hard squad to get on at one time.
And it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're
So,
inside the 25.
I mean, his name is Dead.
Add the gain here to the
Dead said,
It's better than 40 yards.
let's call him Sid.
Dead.
Minshew
Yeah.
seems to
Yeah, I got some him and Raider, man.
back in
These
the end
guys.
zone. Could he get his feet down?
That's what I'm saying. Any combination of that 5, bro, I'm telling you,
Back now
it's
in
gonna be work.
KC.
But I might take the attack laser off and put an
So
optic.
far as we get set.
On what?
Fourth quarter, a very
No, for-
one-sided affair.
Do it.
So after the incompletion,
You really don't need a tat laser. On my emergency class, well, I don't even use a tat laser. I take my tat laser off for the fully loaded, and they still pull out fast enough for me.
that's
I
definitely
just took all my damn. I pressed triangle. Fuck.
complete
Oh
the
my.
end zone.
But put out there on info, not bad. But I just like the iron sight on it, bro. It's different.
Yeah.
Like if I like the iron sight, I keep iron sight. Like the M7, I love the M7 iron sight. In the ground, got the cleanest iron sight ever.
Taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
But that's fucking round, though, bro. I'm back with that shit, bro. I don't even know why I ever put it down. How about what's called right quick though? Do a blood money real quick. I just want to run it people. Cause I kind of want to get this sniper under control. If I get this sniper under control, bro, I'm back.
I'm gonna use it. What's the call, man?
What? Yeah. Use the HDR plunder, bro. What level is it on right
It's
now?
on level 13. 13.
What can you put on it? You ain't got no blueprint for the HDR.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best.
How much card points you got?
Sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a
500.
one-sided affair. A lot of pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Michael Kendricks.
You started.
I hate that even ask you now. Cause bro, it's an HDR that's in the what's called it's close to mine, man. That's all I'm saying. In the store. Look in the store. Oh, wait, back out. Look in the store real quick. I forgot the name of it though. Go look in the store right quick. It's called some shit, bro. It's 2 guns in there.
This defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance.
Yeah, you can use that gun until you get your shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit
20
straight.
behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Okay,
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up.
Keep looking, bro. I don't know. Everybody might be different, though. I don't know. I bought it, so I can't see it no more. That's why I can tell you what it is.
Got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course
I forgot. I got it yesterday, though. The name of the gun is called End State. But it literally come with the barrel. It really come with everything, bro. Like, no lie. Only thing it don't come with is the optics and the monolithic. Everything else it come with. It comes with the tack laser, the barrel, and it comes with the stock I use. You just gotta change the optic.
No, I think you give different people different things.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start it?
Yeah.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first
Keep going in with the ram. I can get that perfect with it.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Cause once shooting that thing like how I'm shooting now, I ain't gonna have no problem.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 20 on the year.
I'm mad that dude ain't have no plates, bro.
Dude, I couldn't have no plates either, bro. My brother's on his way back from my own too.
You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route.
I really want to, what's it called, that thing?
That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Like, bro, if we run 5 today, we gotta get it on, what's it called? We gotta get a team. I don't know if KP getting on today, and I don't know what Jay Jr.'s at all. But I know you and me can play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more.
I'm really hoping Ray to get on.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first
That's why I need to get on.
hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson.
It's like he's so calm too, bro.
You said what?
So Raider calm, bro.
Hey, do you think Raider white or black?
I told you, I thought he was black until you changed it, bro.
Oh, I did? Okay, I did too. Dang.
I thought he was black.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack.
Sid, I thought Sid was
Watson had
fucking
his arsenal.
Indian.
You said what?
I thought Sid was Indian.
Operating from the gun.
I don't know what Sid is.
Henry with the grab.
I think Sid got one of the mustaches that curl up, man.
This home crowd happy with that call.
He look like Luigi, bro.
The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally
Let's talk about the boneyard. I'm gonna go downtown. You got me hit. Look at the boneyard, bro. Who's gonna try to loot the win? Hey, bro, I swear every time I play this, bro, people actually try to win this, bro. Like, they drop the suited, and they just try to loot the whole game.
You going downtown?
But I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
I'm going to the big building, because that's where everybody going to go to.
If you just hand
That's
it off,
I feel everybody.
get popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it.
Because everybody likes to be downtown, hospital area.
again is Watson.
Let's just say I'm back home
And that gonna be
Those
incomplete.
different people, man.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of
Right
the
here.
time, make a play on the football. But in this case,
My boy hauled out, boy. I'm not
gonna
gonna chase this man.
That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, he said, fuck you, fuck you.
Hey, people fighting, though.
The
Oh, he on
Chiefs
his- on his-
3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7.
Yeah.
This is 3rd and 10.
Is that a shield turret? Why can't... Oh, he got the thing in the way. That's a riot shield out in the way.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought
Bro,
down
my
at the
brother
32.
bro.
The Colts going to use the first of their
I'm popping
timeouts.
to it.
It's just their
I
first. They'll be
I
down
can't
to
smack
2
him for I don't
remaining
got
as
no-
we step aside here in the
Hey,
fourth.
up the stairs, up the stairs.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Down him?
Landry now on the return.
Yeah.
Oh, deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance.
I don't know where they went. There was up there. Oh, here you go.
Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy,
The dude's got a ride. So. Down him. Finish him. Over here, these dudes suck, man.
His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
You got a ride?
Hey, I heard him.
Finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he
I'm over here telling him I'm not doing nothing to you.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions.
There's two people trying to come up there.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On first down, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Hey, notice you complete challenges with your weapon and make your weapon
there. That'll be second down.
Yep.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on
Houston got up there. I didn't even know he was up there.
They'll get it
They was
inside the
freaking
red
too
zone,
good.
but only for a couple down to the 19. The Chiefs on third down.
What they supposed to do, Alma? Oh, go to stadium if you can.
He's going to go outside.
I got some important. Hey, I'm about to go to stadium. And he's going to
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
I lied, bro. They fought me so far back, right?
Throw a couple of picks.
What is what he did to me, bro?
They fought me for these niggas that just want to lose.
Points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this
I'll go
widens
to
it
Port,
out,
bro.
as you said.
And
now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Hey, they need to take Birds out of the game, bro.
Bro, for real.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Hey, did you try double time, Allah?
Double time.
Yeah, the Pert one. For Pert one.
Yeah, that's what I use for sure.
27-yard line.
I said you crackhead speed, bro.
Bro, I be sniping people, dog.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last
Got my
time
kill?
was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they
I'm
can
pushing
do
you,
better.
dude, Allah.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
I hope they hit the ball.
This
I really
drive,
think they on top of the stadium.
throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I think they on top of the
Right
stadium,
side
man.
is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32
Good thing, bro.
on the catch and run.
I like playing Plunder. It's just hard for me not to like try to
Get you reset. They've
try
got
to
a
kill
first
people.
and
Man.
10 as they search for a late score. He's gonna
Hey, honestly, when y'all ain't on, that's
I
how I
got the
play.
card for the bunker.
This is intercepted.
Oh, go to it. You know what it's
Out
at?
of bounds. So very
Yeah.
close to a turnover there in the end zone. Cortland Sutton was the man
Bro,
he was
what are
looking
the
for,
chances,
but it'll
man?
be second down.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there.
Allah, I'm a sniper, bro.
But I know I'm just watching the kill feed, bro. What the fuck?
To throw again on second down. Minshew. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Come on, where you at?
And now
Down
the Colts are going to
Bro,
get the
I'm
offense
a
on the field as they'll
sniper.
go for 2 here.
I'm a sniper, bro.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got it. So they
Allah,
convert
fight
to
it.
2.
I
That
quit.
keeps their slim hopes
Where,
alive.
I hit him.
As we're back to a 2-score
Oh,
game.
at TV station. I hit him, bro. I'm finna down him.
You at TV station?
I'm sniping people at TV station.
2 scores down, 2
Bogus here.
timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The Chiefs will use
Oh
the first
my
of their
God, Allah.
timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 2
You
timeouts
saw
at their
Martin, bro. That's
disposal.
one flavor.
This is a critical
Oh,
onside
keep on me.
and the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his.
Allah.
At least on that individual play, we
You
just
do
saw
cannot
the
stop
defense
him.
finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one. And
I should never take my fence, man.
He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Switch.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set
Bruh,
up with
Allah,
2nd and
this
3.
round.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches,
seeing
and you
it,
always
bro.
want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying
Look
on
at
schedule when they're
the,
moving the football. But would you say a
Allah,
7-yard
seeing
run
the
is
50.
ahead of schedule?
Fourth
I
quarter
wonder,
with
that's
the
what I'm
lead,
saying.
you
I
want
wonder
that,
how
don't you?
much
No
damage
doubt
got.
about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Much of the 50, bro.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs
I'm
are
gonna
able
get
to
stupid
extend
money
their
if I go
lead.
in, bro.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
You know how many times it was month is it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick
You want me to be
it
honest?
away.
I don't know.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here
Allah.
for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Allah.
I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some
What
other
the
time."
fuck?
But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Allah,
as
teamwork.
they continue to play. As they
I'm out here taking out.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I got
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles